People join, and we get a few challenges coming in. Okay, first one. Suspicious Milkman. This is a rematch, right? Bit of a rematch. Maybe you've been doing some homework since our last game. He's gonna let me play the Caro. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. And we'll see what line we get. Maybe he takes us into quite a difficult one. But Suspicious Milkman has been quite an active viewer on the channel for a while, so he likely knows a lot of what I play, and he plays the fantasy variation. Now, obviously, you can take and go for e5, but personally, I like to play e6 and avoid all of those lines, just because it's a really difficult opening to play against the Caro-Kann fantasy variation. It is rough, so I don't like going into the main lines of it. And e6 is a little bit of a concession, because obviously we're blocking our light squared bishop, which is sort of the point of the Caro-Kann to not block the light squared bishop, as opposed to the French. However, I will try to claim that this f3 move is a waste of time. That's kind of the idea of it. So, obviously, I've had to move my c-pawn twice. I've also blocked my light squared bishop in. I think this can actually transpose to just some normal French lines. And I will just play it effectively like a French, except, of course, the pawn is on f3. And perhaps my opponent isn't familiar with the lines, but we shall see. Because to be fair, I don't think I'm all that familiar with the lines, so it's probably not that useful. Okay, let me think. That doesn't really work. Okay. Do I want to do that? No, I think bishop d7 is fine. I was considering like queen h4 or queen b6 ideas. However, the more I've played these types of Caro systems with the pawns like this against white's pawns like this, the more I realise that the computer is a big fan of just bringing the bishop to d7, breaking the pin as quickly as possible, essentially. And I think we might have a tactic. Can we just do this? I think so. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay, my game is freezing a little bit. Apologies. But yeah, so if he takes, of course, we take back with the knight, and we just win a pawn. And if he takes my knight with either pawn, then we just take his bishop. So this is something you've got to watch out for. This obviously isn't specific to the Caro-Kann or the French defense or anything, but whenever you've got a pin like this and it's contested, like it's bishop versus bishop kind of, and there's a knight in the way, this is a very common idea. Of course, it can happen on the other side of the board too. Let's say there's a knight here, a bishop here, and a bishop here, and like, I don't know, there's a pawn here to take and the knight can recapture. That's very common. So we're up a pawn. The game is certainly not over though. I think trying to gain control over the e4 square could be quite useful. Maybe something like knight to e4 and knight d to f6 to support the knight. However, for the time being, we should probably focus on development. There's also the question of do we take on d4 or not, which I would like my opponent to castle first, and then I will decide what I'm going to do about that. Okay, let's take. I want to take, and I was waiting for my opponent to castle, because it takes away the option of queen takes, and you should be able to spot why. Therefore, he either has to take with the knight or the pawn. Taking with the knight is probably the better option, because taking with the pawn leaves you with an isolated pawn. Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe he just really wants to put his knight on e5, which is reasonable. However, I like the look of the move queen b6. This pawn is certainly weak. It's an isolated pawn. And although we can't access it via the d-file, which would be ideal, we can access it via this diagonal. Of course, it's defended twice, but it ties these pieces down a little bit. Okay, knight c3. That sort of takes away our option of knight to e4. Maybe I should have played it earlier. However, we can just go bishop d6 and get castled. We could go bishop to b4. However, I don't really see the point. I don't see the point of that. I like the move bishop d6. We could throw in rook to c8. Ultimately, we are going to castle kingside, and maybe I should get it done quickly. f5 is a little bit of a concern. However, there's a good chance we can just play e5, especially since this pawn is pinned, so that shouldn't really be a problem. I can see more of you filtering into the stream. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can get some challenges sent over to me via the link in the description or via my name down here, the_chess_centurion. Good to see you all. The b2 pawn is hanging. It is hanging. And rook b1 isn't an option because we win the knight and also hit the bishop. A lot of the time, these pawns can be poisoned pawns, meaning that like you shouldn't take them. However, here I don't really see a reason not to. The knight can't jump into b5, which is one of the common ideas in these positions because there's no bishop supporting the knight. The knight could maybe go to a4, but we have queen to a4 hitting both of the bishop and the knight. My opponent offers me a queen trade. I think I'd be silly not to accept the queen trade, considering the material we are up. I want to go rook c8, knight b5. I can go bishop b8, so that's fine. I wanted to move the other rook over, but after knight b5, my bishop doesn't really have a good option. Whereas in this line, I dominate the knight's forward movement, and I can kick it out with a6 whenever I want. Hi, BB Bren. Good to see you, mate. I think you were here the last stream, no? Let's take. Trades obviously should be in my favour. I have this interesting move, knight to g3, threatening the rook and knight to e2 check. That looks pretty good. The knight does have support to come to d6 now, but that's not a big deal. Okay, rook to f2. Let's take. Let's attack the bishop. Let's go knight to e4 with a fork. Okay, that's an exchange. Let's play a6. I expect the knight to come in, yeah. However, it's not really a threat. Obviously, he can defend the pawn, which is the best thing to do. But I'm just going to bring my king over, and my king will blockade the d7 square, and then my rook can go and do whatever it wants and pick up the remaining pawns. Let's play f6 to keep the king away. I mean, there's not necessarily a need for it, but I like the look of it. Hi, Pinny's Chess. Is this your first time on the channel, my guy? I don't think I recognize your name. Let's go win the other pawn. And that was a pretty clean game. Obviously, we won a pawn early on, developed normally, and then won ourselves another pawn, secured the queen trade, and kind of coasted from there. GG, Suspicious Milkman. Oh, it is your first time on the channel. Cool. Good to see you. LP, hi bro, what time is best for you? Okay, I should be reiterating this pretty often. 3+2 or 5+3 or 5+5. Basically any blitz time control that's unrated. Siddharth Kaju. Is that the UAE flag? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go. Another Caro. I feel like I didn't get too many games with black last time. Okay, we have the hillbilly attack. That's cool. That's fun. Take. Okay, yeah. I mean, this isn't particularly concerning. We just want to try and keep this bishop locked away. I think one of the ideas of the hillbilly is to go like d4, c3, bishop to c2, if I remember correctly. So I'm just going to play normal developing moves. I think in some lines you can play the move e5 and be very ambitious. I don't think it's necessary. That's an interesting move. Do I have to take that? See, what I'm concerned about is bishop h5, g4, bishop g6, and knight to e5. And I don't know, this diagonal seems compromised. So I think I'm going to take and just go knight c6. And we trade off our light squared bishop, sure, but we can put a bunch of pawns on light squares and make up for it. We have this option, however, there is a check, so we shouldn't play it. This was our first game, by the way. Oh, who am I thinking of? Sorry, mate. I thought we played last time. Oh, no. I think I was thinking of 4 Litre Beer. I don't know how I could mix both of you up. I think it's because you've both got drinks in your names. Like, he's got beer, you've got milk. I think my brain just associated you two like that, so apologies. But yeah, GG. GG. You got to watch out for those tactics, though. We could throw this move in, but it doesn't do anything. Obviously, my opponent, I think, is trying to stop knight d4 with the fork, but for the time being, he would have the check. No longer, obviously. Harsh Joshi, hey buddy, hope you're doing well. I really enjoyed the live streams. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it, and I'm enjoying them too. Yeah, I think it's the UAE flag, mate. United Arab Emirates. Do we play a5? Is that a move? a5, a4. I'm a little bit concerned about the b6 square. Like, in the long run. I'm not sure. Of course, the move d4 is on the cards. You should notice the bishop doesn't have a retreat. However, the bishop has 2 other squares, and I'd have to spend ages trying to shut them down, so I don't really see the point. We could play the move knight to a5 going after the bishop. There is bishop to a4. However, I think I'm going to play rook c8. Just get the rook on a nice file. Which openings do you suggest for black against d4? Personally, I like the move c6 against d4. And if your opponent plays e4, then you can go into a Caro-Kann. If they play bishop to f4, you can play queen to b6, an opening which I am dubbing the Centurion defense against the London. And if they play c4 and just force you into a d4 opening, then I just go d5 and play a Slav defense, which I think is pretty good. I think I used to play the King's Indian, which I had decent success with at a beginner level, but it became less and less viable as I got better at chess. So that's the only caveat I'd give to the King's Indian, but it's a perfectly good defense. I'm going to play a6, which is sticking with the theme of putting my pawns on light squares because I traded off my light squared bishop. And I'm trying to nullify the potential of my opponent's light squared bishop. Also, I'm low on time, I've just realised, so I need to stop yapping and start playing chess. a6 also now does threaten the move knight to a5 because I can meet bishop to a4 with b5, kicking the bishop back and taking space, and then the bishop has no escape. I also have ideas of knight to b4, going after the c2 square potentially, and it's difficult to kick it out because c3 would hang this pawn. C4 is a big commitment, and I feel like we should play the move d4. It just feels like the right move, because this d-pawn is a backwards pawn. And yes, I don't have access to it via the d-file, but this should look like a potential positional mistake, I think. Yeah, I think bishop d6 looks good. Trying to challenge his bishop, because this bishop sucks now. Like, unless it's going to rotate like this, it doesn't really have a good way to get back into the game other than that, but that will take a good bit of preparation. My opponent may play bishop to g5, but I don't think it's all that concerning. I could just drop the bishop back, I suppose. And if bishop to f4, I'll have to figure out something else. Okay. Rook c1. Well, c5, I don't really care. It doesn't do anything. I think I'm going to take and just play the move e5. Of course, he attacks this twice. However, it's defended by a knight. So unless he wants to give up the exchange, that's fine. Hello, Improved Path. Good to see you. I think you were here last time as well. So I hope you're enjoying the streams. Queen g3. Yeah, it's a viable square. Probably this knight will come to f3. So let's go rook to e8 to defend the pawn. This is like kind of a Benoni structure in reverse. Okay, he is going to reroute the bishop, probably to f3. We could throw this move in, however, a3, and the queen is defending this, so it doesn't really do anything. This is interesting. Hmm. I'm going to start with the move a5 to take some space. Honestly, I'm not too comfortable with this position. Let's go knight d7 to defend and look at the c5 square. Queen f6. I'm low on time. That's not good. Let's hop the knight in. Okay, that's a free pawn. My opponent played very well that game, but we are now winning the exchange, unless I'm missing something. Okay, that's a full rook. Let's evacuate the knight. Get the knight well out of harm's way. Rook to d8. Let's go queen g6. Counterattack. Can't take this because of this. Yep. It's attack. Go after this. That is another knight. There we go. My opponent played a really good game for a 700, but it has somewhat crumbled towards the end. Hopefully this isn't the obvious idea. You should all see that. My opponent may have to play the move g5. The knight is hanging regardless, but okay, my opponent times out. GG, that was a really interesting game. I'm not sure whether I handled that amazingly. The computer thinks this is completely equal. Yeah, the opening is completely equal. And here... Oh, it doesn't like d4. Maybe this? Yeah, okay, it likes that. Maybe knight b4. Interesting, okay. Getting a few familiar faces, a few new faces. Keep the challenges rolling in. I'm just going to go to the loo quickly. And then I will return in a sec. All right. All right, what have we got? What have we got? GG Siddharth, good game. You played a really good game. It was just, yeah, towards the end, you let it slip a bit. Okay, let's go. Okay, the challenges are in. By the way, make sure you include increment. This is a face I don't recognize. Eagle 13p from Italy. I don't think I've said this on my channel before, but I'm actually a quarter Italian. My nonna, my grandma, was from southern Italy, in like a random little village, like a farming village. Pretty cool place though. We went there a few years ago, and it was pretty nice. So, yeah, a very random fact about me. Okay. This is a strange opening, and my opponent goes a little bit wrong already with knight to f6, even though, of course, it is the most natural move. Bishop f5 is slightly more accurate, and that looks like a free pawn. I don't see any reason not to take it. Maybe knight c3 is more accurate, I don't know. I might have to check after the game, to be fair. Briefly, because I've never seen this before, but interesting. Okay. Is this an idea? Or maybe, like, take here. Okay, what if I go bishop b2? Knight here. That's actually really annoying. Oh, no, wait, no, I can take. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's really interesting, though. I've never seen this before. Yeah, I think I might have slightly misplayed this, to be fair. But it'll be alright. We'll figure it out. Let's go bishop to e2. Just take away the g4 square. I don't think I'm going to be winning this pawn back. I think it was better for me to leave the e5 pawn where it was and focus on like knight c3 and winning the e4 pawn. But you live and you learn. Live and you learn. I'd love to play d3, but e3 looks a bit bad for me. So, yeah, let's go knight c3. Let's go knight c3. I am definitely a bit cramped here, which is not ideal. I do have access to the f5 square for the time being, because the bishop has been blocked off. That's an odd move. Maybe he was concerned about knight a4, which may be a valid concern. There is d4. There is d4. If en passant, then fantastic. If bishop to b6, feels less fantastic. You know what I might do? I might do something that looks really silly. I'm going to go knight f5. I don't know if this is the best plan. It just looks... it looks comfortable. And yes, okay. He plays knight to e5 to open up the attack. And I'm going to drop my knight back to e3. If I could get this knight to e3, I would, but I can't. Maybe I should have tried like that. Maybe that was better. Knights on g3 and e3 would also control f5 very nicely. But I like this idea. I'm going to blockade this pawn and then try to get rid of it. Although my knight might hang. Oh, this is weird. The take. Yeah, I just lose a pawn. That's no good. Wait. I have this. That's true. However, if here, he doesn't have to take the pawn. He could play a move like queen e7. I suppose I have e4. Yeah, let's go d3. I'm not fully confident in this move, but we will play it. How am I doing this fine UK spring afternoon? Mate, it is not the best of afternoons, but we move. I've got a kickboxing later and a football match, which I'm looking forward to both. Need to get some sparring in, because I've got a competition next weekend. Can I do this? Can I do this? Not sure. Not sure. I could do this. That's a very good move, by the way, from my opponent. I'm going to do this. Not 100% comfortable, but yeah. At least we have strong bishops, right? At least our bishops are strong. Hello to Niazi FF and Aman Ejaz. Good to see you both. Niazi, I feel like your name is relatively familiar. You might have been here last time. But yeah, good to see you. Hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, this is not a comfortable position. I really shouldn't have taken the e5 pawn. I really shouldn't have. But I know for future now. Oh, okay, I am low on time. I really need to think. Let's do this. I don't think I'm blundering anything. Don't think so. It's definitely uncomfortable, though. Ooh, wait. Oh, no, then I can take the knight. That's all right. A little bit panicked there about this. But I do have some ideas of my own. I have some ideas of my own. So all is not bad. All is not bad. That is a cute idea. That is a really cute idea. Ooh. That's cool. Huh. Nice find. I don't think I have much of an option. Damn. Let's go here. Okay. Well, that is fortunate, let's say. The game's not over, though. I'm up a piece, but what I need to do is try and rotate my knight back to block things up. That's what I need. I think I have enough time. Okay. I don't think that's helping him. Okay. He doesn't have a check. I'll lose this bishop, but I'll win the rook, so that's fine. Okay, now the danger should be gone. I think we're up too much material, so we should be good now. Okay, let's go rook g1, maybe f4, or maybe not. Okay, let's be nice and safe. That's a free knight. Okay, now my opponent makes my life very easy. We can take, and we can take, and there we go. Okay, very well played from my opponent there. I was really on the ropes for a bit. Like, really on the ropes. This rook g2 idea was fantastic. Sorry, knight g2 idea. Because the point is, my opponent wants to go rook g6, but the knight hangs. However, he does the classic thing of mixing, like, changing the move order. Because here, I obviously can't take the knight. And I can't take with either the king or the queen. So the only move is king to h1. Now, I'm going to check quickly. Yeah, that's wrong. Knight c3? Yeah, knight c3 is the move. This is the pawn I want, not this pawn. Because this pawn controls some crucial squares, which really came back to bite. So, good to learn that. Good to learn that. Okay, we have challenges coming in. Let's play... Go on, let's play you. GM Sukha Bandara from Sri Lanka. I never remember that flag. It's a cool looking flag, but it looks very complicated. Okay, let's go for the Caro. And what line will my opponent choose? The fantasy, okay. So he knows what's coming if he's been here since the start of the stream. Game 1 was also in the fantasy. A3, really? Doesn't that just lose? That just loses, no? Oh, LP, I assume you were the last guy I just played. You played really well. Like, really well. But, yeah, a lot of the time when you're playing higher rated players, you make one mistake and they will just crush. Like, that is often how it goes. Yeah, it does just lose. I mean, that's the whole reason that the main line is take, and e5 is to threaten this and this at the same time. That's why it's the main line. And of course, white has like knight f3 and there's a bunch of theory there. But this way, we get effectively the same position, except I've had time to play e6 and white has done nothing useful. So I open up this diagonal with no consequences. So yeah, it pretty much just loses, but we do have to prove it. We do have to prove it. Let's go knight to f6. I don't think we should do anything drastic here. I mean, the king is on e2. Like, I'd love to mate him. Maybe I should have considered the move e5, but bishop g4, the knight just blocks, so... Oh, is the mic muted? Oh, no, it might have muted, but I think it's fine now. I think it's fine. Let me know if it's fine. Yeah, let's just drop the queen back. No need to do anything too fancy. Yeah, mate, you played very well, LP. It was a really good game. Mohammed, you don't have to be you don't have to be scared, mate. It's unrated. If you lose, you lose. I remember years ago, I was watching a Chess Bra stream and I played against Daman. I actually made a video on it on my channel, one of the first videos I did. And I got an equal position. I took him to an endgame where I think we had opposite coloured bishops as well. And I just got crushed in time pressure because I just started playing bad moves. Because you're nervous and you're shaky and everything. And you're like, oh my god, I'm going to beat or draw with a high-rated player. And yeah, I made one mistake and he just crushed me. So that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Okay, let's give this check. I'm happy with a bishop trade. Yep. Yeah, go on. Let's see that. And let's just castle. I know I could have let him take me, but I'm happy with his king on f2, to be honest. Okay, let's go knight bd7. You could argue that I'm not being as ambitious as I could be, which, yeah, you could definitely make that argument, but I also don't feel the need to do anything too drastic. Oh, okay, no worries, Derek. I was a bit concerned there, because my mic has had a habit of doing that. I recorded like a 40-minute video yesterday, and I went to review it, and the mic cut out at like 10 minutes and just didn't work for the rest of the video, and I was a little bit annoyed. To say the least. Okay. Well, c5 looks natural, so let's play it. We've got to make some kind of pawn break in this position, right? So c5 looks like the move. My queen is perfectly safe on h6 because there is no dark squared bishop on the board. And a knight would have to get to the g4 square to target my queen, in which case I could just take it anyway, so that's not a problem. Let's go b6, intending bishop to b7 to get my bishop on a really nice diagonal. His bishop can't challenge me. If he goes knight to... Okay, that looks wrong. Now my knights are really powerful. My audio just cut out for like a minute, reloaded the tab. Oh yeah, no worries, mate, no worries. I assume it's working fine now, though. Yeah, the problem with this position for my opponent, I think, is that I'm just too strong on the light squares, and that is a decent move, to be fair. I think I should probably trade. And bring the bishop to b7, because this will be a very powerful bishop, hopefully. He can go rook to h4. I'll probably go queen to f6. Let's go... I don't think it matters which rook. Let's just bring this rook. There is, I think, a famous saying in chess where, like, when you've got the option to move either rook to a square, I think it's like the one you choose... The rook you choose is always the wrong rook. I think there's like a saying like that, which is quite funny. I think we just take... Oh, okay, no, sorry. He offered me a queen trade. Well, of course we should accept the queen trade. Up a pawn. My opponent's got an exposed king. Let's take the knight. I don't want the knight coming to d4 to block everything up. And normally, I wouldn't be trading off the pieces like this. However, I do dominate the only open file, which gives me a bit more, I don't know what the word is, comfort in the position. I could trade a pair of rooks. I could also just do nothing, which I think I'll probably do. However, I do have a passed e-pawn. That is worth noting. f6 looks like a good move. f6, if you take, then I'll take here. It's a little bit annoying, actually. I need to try and escort my e-pawn up the board. I'm going to start with king to f8. Back again, love the content. We'll set aside an hour for the Vienna opening, though. Yes, Liam, the Vienna is awesome. And I really do think that like, guide course thing video that I made was actually pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. Yeah, this is an interesting position because I don't want to trade on his terms. And he doesn't really want to trade on my terms, because if I trade on his terms, the second rank is protected. If he trades on my terms, then he will have to trade the other rook, and the king and pawn endgame should be winning. This is a weird way of doing it, bringing the king. Okay. Maybe it's viable. Let's start with h6. Okay. Let's trade a pair of rooks. And I'm going to play f6. Could you make an a3 Sicilian guide? I was actually thinking about that, to be fair. I might do. I might do. Okay, let's take here. Let's do this. Now, one of the reasons I quite like this endgame is because... Oh. Okay, well, that's game over. It's because, although my opponent has a 3-on-2, it's completely immobile. Whereas I had a 4-on-2 on the king side, which made me much more confident for going into the endgame and believing that I would be winning. Yeah. Let's just go pick up the pawns. He's going to take forever to take my pawns, so we should be fine. And this pawn is actually just going to promote now. He had to go the other way round, which obviously takes forever. But yeah, the fact the pawn can move 2 squares on the first turn is very useful there. Computer says I made no errors that game, so that's cool. I want to see what evaluation it gives that endgame, though, when I invaded the second rank. Okay, yeah, -2.5, so... completely winning. Hi, Spiral. Good to see you in the stream. Good to see quite a few people in the stream. And the challenges are rolling in. Hi, Mantra. Good to see you. Let's go for Ordnance Path. Canadian. Your government seems to be in a bit of a mess right now. I was keeping up with it a little bit more before, but now not so much. Now not so much, but it's an interesting situation for sure. And yes, I'm trying to play my Centurion defense, but oh, what is this? Have I walked into a weird, like, I don't even know. I'm going to play d5. Okay, this is an actual thing, this knight to f6. I wouldn't choose to play this, because normally it'd be like e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3. Normally I would take, not play knight f6. I've gotten myself into a strange move order here. A suboptimal one, in truth, but okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, the question is, can I play knight to e4? I think I have to. I don't want to. Don't get me wrong, I really don't want to play this move, but I don't think I have much of a choice, because if I drop my knight back to d7, I probably get hit with e6, which looks ridiculously uncomfortable. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I can take the knight now, and my structure is fine. Again, my bishop doesn't really have a good developing square, so I'm not particularly happy with the position, but we can try and play this. Okay, let me think. Can I go g6? I think so. Not normally a move I would play. However, the problem is I don't see a good square for my light squared bishop, because both f5 and g4 are occupied. Therefore, I don't want to play e6 just yet, blocking my bishop in. I also don't want to play c5 because I don't have enough support yet. However, now I will play bishop g4 because I have been given the opportunity to play it. And my plan is to take the knight and play the move e6. And I have a very cramped position, absolutely. Again, I'm really not happy with it. However, this somewhat resembles a Gurgenitsa, which, if you keep up with my channel, you may know I went for a stint of playing the Gurgenitsa, and I still have it in my back pocket as a potential weapon to use. Okay, is h5 a good move? g4. Huh, that's annoying. Okay, what about knight d7? h5. Bishop g7. It's not the end of the world. It's not great though, is it? It's really not great. I've got myself in a bit of a pickle. I could go bishop to e7, h5, and like rook g8, which looks gross, but maybe it holds. I don't want to play it though. I could go h6 and meet h5 with g5. Maybe that's a better plan. I think that's a better plan. Not confident on it, but we'll play it. We'll play it. We'll see where it gets me. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I've just got to reply to a text quickly. Okay, there we go. Whoa. I had to decline my girlfriend's call during the last game, so you guys know I'm dedicated to this. She's chill with it. She gets it, so yeah. She quite likes watching the videos, to be fair, but she doesn't really understand what's going on, so it's quite funny, but okay. That's a difference. In the Gurganitsa, the B file isn't normally open, so that's... Yeah, that is a difference. Okay, well, I feel like I have to play b6, even though I really don't want to. I could play queen c7, but I don't really want to play that. I'm going to go b6. a4 is annoying, absolutely, but what can you do? Probably go knight d7. And then I suppose that's fine, actually. If a5 and my opponent wants to take, that's cool. That's cool. That's not really a concern. And if he pushes a6, then, yeah, so what? Okay, f4 looks like the idea. I think bishop to e7 makes sense. I'm also trying not to spend too much time. I could even get a bit adventurous in the future as well with this these types of ideas, which could be a good source of counterplay. You will notice that my position is extremely cramped, and this is why I should not have played the line I played. I should have just played the move d5. I played knight f6 because I wanted bishop to f4, queen to b6, because that's a good line against the London. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can do here. Maybe... Well, I suppose I could play d6, but I don't know those lines, so I didn't. I don't know them at all. It's like a perk defense type thing. Maybe like a check perk. Can I resend a request later when all have played you for a rematch? You absolutely can. However, I don't know if we're going to be able to get through everybody. Because, like, this is like, what? 30-odd people in the stream right now. Let's say 30% of them send challenges. That's 10-ish. And then, okay, let's call it 12, if we're between 30 and 40. And if each game takes about, let's say, 15 minutes, that's a while. That's like 4 hours. So I don't think I'm going to be streaming for 4 hours, unfortunately. But yeah, you can certainly send a request, but honestly, I don't think I would be able to play everybody and then play you again, if that makes sense. Okay. Queen g4. f4, I assume, still being the idea. Also stops us from playing f6, which is worth noting, but I wasn't going to play f6 anyway, because there is also bishop to g6 check. So, yeah, not really viable. c5 looks like our only option. It does allow bishop to b5, but that is a bit annoying. God, this position sucks. Really sucks. Rook g8, maybe? No. No. Okay, queen c7. What about that? f4. take, bishop takes. I might actually queenside castle, you know. I might actually queenside castle. Which seems ludicrous, but it also seems like my best opportunity for counterplay. We'll see if it works. That's the only way we can figure it out. Oh, rook h3, interesting. Okay. It's a move. Definitely a move. Rook g8. Well, then f4 again I can't take. So I think I'm just going to have to castle queenside. Looks silly, because I mean, the queenside is not particularly safe. However, I think I need to connect the rooks. Yeah, okay, you can give this check. You can go for a5, of course. I think I might be able to play the move b5 there. I might be able to get away with it. And the sacrifice doesn't work because I just have knight to b6. I think I have ample defense, you know. This is the line I calculated. I also calculated the immediate a5. Okay, c4 is an option, for sure. But can I play c5? Is that ambitious? Is that too ambitious? Nah, I think c5 is reasonable. I know my king is not in a great place. I know. However, white king isn't in a particularly good place. I mean, this exists. And for as cramped as my position is, the white pieces aren't all that well developed. I don't think. It also seems foolish for me to just sit back and soak up pressure. So I like this idea. Take a5. Check king f1. Bishop c5. That's fine. That's fine. These positions are very interesting as well, because you have to try and be as unemotional about it as possible. What I mean by that is my position looks horrific after the move a5. But I have several moves. I have several moves to try and play against my opponent's plan. I can't just look at the position and go, ooh, this looks scary. Therefore, I'm going to curl up in a ball and pray I don't get checkmated. You have to try and be logical about this. Also, I don't know why. Are my headphones disconnected? I don't know why the sound's coming out of my laptop. Okay, there we go. But yeah, now I can take, and I force a trade of queens. That was my whole idea. And I should be okay. Oh, wait, did I miss this? Okay, I do have d4, which is a really useful resource. Yeah, bishop c5. Maybe I could have considered taking on c4. I can't take with the bishop because of this. If I take here, that's double check, and then he invades, so I can't really go for that. So I have to take back, I think. I don't think the rook sacrifice works. The white pieces are too uncoordinated. That's a move. That's a move. I don't really see another option. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I didn't think this worked. Which way do I go? I think this way. I'm up a piece. Of course, white's attack looks scary, but I think I can just leg it. F7's also defended, which is useful. And yeah, my plan is literally to leg it. Which looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous, but I think I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, the computer gives me -2. Well, -2.5 even. Yeah. Okay, well, I horribly misplayed the opening, but we managed to bring it back. Yeah, that's quite funny. Was there anything else? Was bishop b2 a move? The bishop here, bishop b2. No, that wasn't the move. Is it taking? Computer wants to take. If rook takes, not bishop b2, but take, bishop e3? No. Bishop a3? No. Maybe f4. Ah, f4's the idea. Interesting. Interesting game. Well played, Ordnance Perf. Well played. Okay. Yeah, go on. Emerald Fox. Let's go. Let's go. What are we gonna have? I swear I've had black like every game. At least I get to play the Caro though. Oh, the Goldman variation. Someone was asking my opinion on the Goldman recently. I think the correct thing to do is play d4, right? The knight goes to e2. I could take. Knight takes knight f6. Maybe the idea is knight to g5. I think I have to push. I don't actually know. I think I should, though. I could go c5, knight c6. Looks natural. Oh, is this the idea? Wow. Okay. Well, if I take, can I run? Queen s7, king d7. Bishop e6, queen c... Sorry, king c7. Take threatening this. Well, then I can trade the bishops and go to b6. I feel like I should be taking this knight. I obviously could just play... Oh, this f6... I could play e6, but that blocks off my bishop. The knight goes back to e2. Am I missing anything? I think I can take this knight. I have no idea if this is the right line. I refuse to believe this works, though. Everything should be defended. Here, here. Here, here. Take. Queen d6, bishop e3, c5. Here, bishop f4 might be a problem. Maybe I go e5? Oh no, I can't play e5. Probably king c7 then. Even if this is better for black, this is a really good practical line for white, just based off of this so far. This is practically incredibly hard to defend. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that this is actually good for black, but I'm not confident. I'm really not, because this looks horrible. Rook d1, knight d7. Yeah, I don't know about that. I probably should have gone for something else. Maybe I should have taken... Don't know, though. I feel like I have to challenge something like this. Maybe knight f6 was better. And if e5, take... Still doesn't look amazing. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, okay. Knight d7, I assume, is the move. Yeah, that's annoying. E5 check C5. Take. Rook B1, King C6. Ah, that looks horrible. E6? I don't think that helps. Knight F6, I don't think that does anything. I suppose if he gives this check, I can always just drop back to C7 though, right? That's true. E5 here. Oh no, that's fine. Last stream, you were white almost every game. Yeah, I think I was, to be fair. So, I suppose it does level things a bit. This is a horrible, horrible position to try and defend. Hi, Hugo. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, no, this is tough. I will be doing a bit of an analysis after the game on this, because this is so interesting. Not gonna lie, I forgot the... Wait. No, I can take that. Wait, take. Here. I lose that. Take. Knight H6. What's the material? I think I'm up a piece. Really? Really? Is that... Bishop D6, though? Bishop D6 looks like it defends. I'm also threatening this to pick up the queen. Obviously, my queen would get lost in that line, but it's worth noting. Now I'm up 2 pieces for 3 pawns, which should be winning. God, have any of you guys seen this system before? This Goldman variation? This is ridiculous. Like, this is so scary. I've never seen this. At least not like this. Okay, well that's a free bishop. Now the attack should be over. Whew. Hey Blub, how's it going, mate? I actually finished recording a couple more tournament recap videos today, so they'll be releasing over the next couple days. So I hope you're looking forward to those, and we do have some more Rob games on the way, so make sure you watch those when they come out. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a brief look at the computer evaluation of this opening after the game, because I want to see whether I went about it in the right way or not. I'm really interested to see. Okay, now let's just try and consolidate, get our pieces developed, and, you know, being 3 pieces up, that should be good. Do you want to versus a 2400? Are you a 2400? Blinksy, how's it going, mate? This is a little bit annoying. Now, whatever. Let's secure the position. Go queen f6. Oh, wait, why have I hung my queen? It's fine. I'm up plenty of material. I have 2 bishops, a knight, and a rook for a queen, but there was absolutely no need to do that. That was really silly. Really silly. However, my king is now safe. F4. I can just take. That was a bit silly, yeah. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why. There's some interesting traps here, I think, though. Like e5, I think, knight 2, g4. Okay, yeah, he goes for this. Let's just drop the bishop back. I suppose he gets the pawns rolling a bit. Can get them rolling. Sack the queen for fun. Yes, I did it purely for fun. It was intentional, and I was trying to create an interesting game. That is all. Okay, now I can go bishop to e5, and I like this setup because my bishops monitor some key squares, and my knight is a good piece. That's a good move. He keeps finding resources, doesn't he? Keeps finding resources. Okay, let's get the rooks doubled. A good rule of thumb. Good rule of thumb. If takes, I'll take with a rook, I think. Yeah, it was an intentional queen sacrifice because look how interesting this position is, guys. Look how interesting. It should still be completely winning because I've got so many pieces for the queen, but it's an interesting scenario. You don't get this kind of thing very often where it's like 2 bishops, a knight and a rook for a queen, you know? Okay, let's go c5. I don't want anything to do with that. That is very annoying. I'm just trying to keep things shut on the queen side, but luckily, if this I can do this, if this I can do this. This is the one I'd like to see. No, I would not take. That would be really silly. I just try and keep things shut, get the rooks doubled up, and then go make something happen. I've got to keep an eye on the time, actually. I've got to get ready to go to kickboxing soon-ish. Yeah, I can probably do a couple more games. Okay, let's go a6. There will be no entry. Double up. Now we convert. Now we convert. Bro's too pushy with the pawns. Yeah, it's actually really rude of him. Actually really rude of him. Now let's clean up. The reason that this is so winning for black is because white's queen is 1 piece, obviously, and I have 4 pieces. The queen can only do so much as 1 singular piece. I'm trying to see if there's any traps I can set. I don't think there is, though. I can't take because of this. Oh, there's no traps. I really want to do something cool, but I can't find anything. Yeah. I wanted to do a move like this, but the queen takes on e5 with check, so let's just play rook c4. This is defended, this is defended. Okay. Queen invades, trying to come in. Shut that down. Here, here. Oh, that's actually annoying. Oh, game, don't lag on me, please. Please. Oh, wait, no, I have this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I block this and I defend this. That's better. This also can't be played because of this. Okay, he doesn't give up. Everything should be covered, I think. Yeah, these pawns are actually really annoying. And I'm really low on time. I think I should bring the king up. Get the king to help out. What am I doing? What am I doing? I have no idea. Okay, my opponent times out. Cool. That was an interesting game. Because, like, it should be completely winning. And with time on the clock, it would be completely winning. But because I've got no time, I've got to constantly be watching for any entry points for the queen. Like, it's not so easy. Here, I apparently... Oh, do I blunder that? Is there a perpetual? What's the idea? Is it that I have to play this and give up the bishop and do this? No. Not that. What's the idea? GNA, was that you? That is a ridiculous line. I want to just check that analysis really quickly. I won't be long. I've got to see, though. Did I play that correctly? Okay, d4 is fine. Okay, taking was bad. Taking was really bad. I should have gone with my gut. And after e5... What? Okay. Well, I'm never playing d4 against that, then. Is this okay? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I'm doing that in the future. I was concerned about this, but apparently I have queen a5. Okay. Really cool line, mate. That was a really cool line. A ridiculous line. And I love it. So, well played. Mate, I don't think I have commands in this chat. Okay, Rampage Dog. You have sent, like, challenges every single time. So, yeah, I'll play you. Yeah, that is an absolutely crazy line. That is really cool. Okay, another Caro-Kann enthusiast. Enthusiast? I don't know. And yeah, we're going to play our Gambit line, 92. Does he... No, he plays the wrong move. Maybe he will try and do what my opponent did to me earlier in the stream. However, I will not be falling for the same trap. Yeah, so this is the most natural move, and it's bad. It's bad. I'm not going to be winning material or anything. Nothing like that. The point is that this pawn falls, and look how developed my pieces are. You know? My pieces are so developed. It's Ordnance Perth. Thanks for the great game. Thank you, mate. That was a very cool game. Very interesting game. Bong Cloud next, mate. You lot are too good for me to be playing Bong Clouds. I'll get smoked. I'll get absolutely smoked. I really want to play this move, but it doesn't work. Because after here, I have no follow-up. I really want to play it, but no, I can't. Let's go queenside. Let's be cool. And I want to do this. If my opponent delays castling for too long, I will do this. And I think there was a game in my last stream where I went for that same idea, and my opponent didn't sense the danger, and f5 landed, and yeah, his position got bad. Yes, that's also a move. Maybe he's also trying to go queenside. Maybe. Okay, let's go rook f1. By the way, if you haven't liked and subscribed and you're watching this stream right now, then like, what are you doing? Just click a couple buttons. Means a lot. All right, I think we have a distinct space advantage here. We have a good grip over the e5 square, but we're not doing it with d4, so our bishop still has great scope. We also have ideas of f5, which, let's say we secure a trade there, our knights and our bishop will be dominating the dark squares, because of course, if knights are on light squares, they'll be hitting dark squares. Okay, yes, that makes it a little bit less, like, cool. That's not the right word. Queenside castling in the Caro is rare. Yeah, it definitely is rare. Christian, you are a cool guy. Oh, do I play f5? I don't know. f5. Nah, let's start with queen f3. Just get my queen to a better square. I think it's a better square. I support this pawn in the long run if I want to. I could even play the move d4 and just really bind the e5 square, which, not going to lie, might be a good idea, and shift my focus a bit. That's not a terrible plan. Something like d4, king d1, that kind of thing. Advice. Oh, wait. Okay, let's start with d4. I've seen that you play OTB. The next Wednesday, I'll send my first. So I'll play my first, I assume you're saying. What should I do to come prepared? OTB chess is tough because it's very difficult to know what to do until you actually do it. And obviously, I can give you as much advice as possible, but you have to figure out what works for you. Like, on the most basic level, do you want to eat a banana while you play, for example? I can't tell you to eat a banana, because I personally don't, but that might be what works for you, right? It's a difficult one. I would say get used to writing down notations. Every move, you don't want to have to be spending like an extra 20-30 seconds thinking like, oh, what square is that again? What's the correct notation for that? That kind of thing. You want to be on it, and it should come like second nature. That's one thing I definitely would say. Let me think about this game. Do I want to take? I don't know. Take. I don't have this. Could do this. That looks nice. I like that. I don't really want to allow this bishop to come to f6 because then it's quite a good piece. Thank you for... I am wearing one of the least revealing bits of clothing I have, but thank you, Jan. Okay, I like this position. What else can we do? That makes sense. A little bit unambitious, though. I don't think c4, d5 is really an idea. Let's go rook fe1. Let's do it. Use your time OTB brought me the biggest difference. Yeah, use your time, but don't use it unnecessarily. It's easy to just sit there at the start of the game in the opening and be like, oh, I got all the time in the world. Like, I'll just spend a couple minutes. Oh, yeah. Am I remembering this line right? Oh, yeah, I literally memorized this already. I literally know this line. Why am I spending 2 minutes on this move? Just blitz it. Don't waste too much time. But yes, do use your time. But, like, don't be overboard with it. Okay, I wasn't expecting knight d5. That's strange. Wearing a shirt with sleeves, a change up from the YouTube thumbnails. Absolutely is, mate. Absolutely is. Claustrophobia is on high with the sleeves right now. Do I go c4? c4, knight b4, a3, knight a6, b4. As crazy as that looks, I think it's good. So let's play it. I want to take space. Especially because my opponent's so low on time. And yeah, he also runs out of time. Yeah, I think c4 makes the most sense here, right? Yeah, computer agrees. And my plan was this. Yes! The computer loves it. It loves it. Awesome. Yeah, I think just taking all this space has to be a good thing, basically. I think it has to be a good thing. Okay, challenges are coming in thick and fast. Sucks that the game ended on time. Like my opponent running out of time, but that's chess for you. Let's play MD Tegod, because we played you last time. I think the first game, we were in a rook endgame, and we ran out of time, right? And it was, well, no, my game froze, and therefore we ran out of time. And then we played a second game, which I don't remember how that went. I don't remember. Okay, interesting line. Let's go bishop g4. I feel like you did this kind of thing last time. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to just do this, basically. I know it's a cheap trick, but My queen and bishop being aligned like that is still, like, good. And I may be forcing the move g4 out of my opponent, being or g3, both of which are incredibly weakening. g3 less so, because you support bishop to f4. So I'm going to drop the queen back to d7. Now bishop f4 makes no sense, because I'll ruin your structure, and I also hit this. So this is a nice position. I suppose this knight sucks a little bit, which is a downside, but I could... No, that makes no sense. Okay, let's start with rook e8. This bishop doesn't have a good way to develop. Yeah, bishop d2. It's nothing special. Yeah, my knight is a bit... c5, d5, or even taking, both are fine. This doesn't really make sense. Well, take. If the queen takes, then I can maybe take the knight, king takes, and go queen to d5, forcing the king out, and that would be winning. However, after knight here, bishop takes, pawn takes, he can just not take. And even if my knight gets to a6, where's it going? I don't know. That's actually... I'm going to do it anyway. I know I just said the reasons that I'm not going to do it, but I'm still going to do it because I'm concerned about rook e1. When my opponent doesn't fall for the battery, I run out of ideas. Just try and play a bit more positionally. It's a good opening. Like, the positions... If you play, like, the game a little bit more positionally, you can get very good positions out of it. You can also get bad positions, of course, but this looks fine. Nothing special, but it's just playable, isn't it? The Tartar Cavalry isn't going to give you a winning position out of the opening. It's going to give you a playable position out of the opening. That's the whole point. If you want a winning position out of the opening, don't play the Caro-Kann. Hate to break it to you. That's a good move. He did this kind of thing against me last time, doubling up on the e-file like this. It's a good move. Oh, what do I do? I think this is actually annoying for him to deal with. Okay, I actually don't like the move. Oh no, that's an okay move. I don't love it, but Engine recommends knight a6 a lot in these Tartar lines. Always looks so weird. Yeah, it does. How to get in shape? I'm overeating unconsciously. Mate, I eat basically as much as I want. However, I eat good food. Like, my snacks are things like pistachios and peanuts and that kind of thing. But the main way I got into shape was just exercise every day, several times a day. I go to the gym every day, but I also play sport pretty much every day. So it's very enjoyable, which is a very important part of it. I don't really like any of my moves, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know where to put... Okay, maybe I should have gone queen d7. Yeah, that was probably better. I don't know why I put my queen on h5, but I have. I'll live with it. Yeah, my pawns just absolutely suck. Absolutely suck. That's a good move. Can I get in shape by playing chess? Mate, you can burn calories by playing chess, but I wouldn't use that as your only form of exercise. That might be a little bit questionable. I could go rook e2. If g4, queen g5. Don't love it. Maybe this. As silly as this looks, I think I generate enough counterplay. I think. What sports do I play? I play football a lot. I obviously go to the gym. I do a lot of kickboxing. 30-pound pieces. Yes, mate, of course. I do kickboxing, football, obviously the gym. I occasionally play a few other sports, but mostly those three things, which is plenty, really. There's no need to do more than that, I don't think. I also like things like volleyball, but I'm not that good at it. At least not compared to my siblings, who are unreal at it. Wish I could go to the gym, been sick for a week. Yeah, my girlfriend had the same. Like the past week, she's been sick. She's gotten better yesterday, but she normally goes to the gym every day, and she hasn't been able to, and it's been tough on her mentally. But I don't really see why I can't just take the pawn. So I'm going to do it. How old am I? How old do you think? That's a better question. That's like bar game. That's bar game. Been a while since I've been to a bar, but that's bar game. Go on. How old do you think I am? Yeah, I don't really understand what my opponent's doing. I'll happily trade off my terrible pawns. 20 is a good guess. 23. Oh, I'll take 23. Okay, well, I'm 20, so... No, I'm not 20, I'm 21. What am I on about? So, Stefan is correct. I am 21. Oh my god, I've got no time. What am I doing? Shut up, guys. Stop distracting me. Oh my god. Ugh. Wasting my time answering silly questions from you lot. Okay, let's push. To be fair, I asked the question, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but... my opponent could have taken that and threatened back rank mate. What are these moves that I'm playing? These are terrible moves. Honestly. Horrific moves. When's my birthday? In February. In February. Blob. Blob. Mate, you can't be saying that. You can't be saying that. Absolutely not. This is probably a draw. My opponent's a very good player. I played him last stream, and yeah, he's really good. Okay, let's go F5. Check. I'm gonna try and swindle a win here. I'm gonna try swindle a win. I'm up a pawn, but like my extra pawn is bad. It's not a good extra pawn, so... Okay. Let's see what we can do. Start of H5. Yeah, no, I should have taken control of the fourth rank. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're squeezing. Let's go, F4. Now we're making progress. Let's take. I'm not answering that question. Shut up. Okay, let's offer a rook trade. I've got to be careful with how I do this. I think this is okay. Let's do this. Chat is getting unruly. This is ridiculous, guys. Get some etiquette. Have we swindled? I think we're swindled, guys. I don't know if this is winning, actually. This might not be winning. Oh, this might be a draw still. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Guys, shut up. I'm playing chess. Come on. Yeah, this is winning. Oh my. What a game. What a game. Woo! I blundered pawn check. Where? What do you mean I blundered pawn check? Oh, this. That's very cool. That's a very good find, A123. Very good find. Yes, that would have been a little bit simpler, wouldn't it? Although, to be fair, there's very little white can do. Very little white can do. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to the loo quickly. Somewhat answering Vaybav's question, although it's not what you think it is. And I will be back, so get the challenges in. I think... Oh, yeah. I don't have that much time. One more game. Get the challenges in, boys. All right, we're back. What are we saying? Hope I get picked. Oh, okay, we've got a few challenges. Medal pad, I would play you, but you've got no increment, bruv. That is one of the things that I did say. Let's go against Never Give Up. Relatively high-rated player, so let's do it. I'm actually not going to play the Caro. I'm going to see what he plays against E5. I'm going to take him out of his comfort zone. Well, realistically, he's obviously got a repertoire against this. Okay. This is what I've learned. I used to play E5, so I'm not making it up. Kind of. You may call this blasphemy. I may agree with you. By not playing the Caro Khan. Okay, we're going to do this. Yeah, I know, Derek. I know. It's crazy stuff. Now, I'm going to be real. I haven't played the Ruy Lopez on either side for a very long time. However, I know this isn't theory. I used to play the bishop to e7 line and then reroute my bishop later. But this should be fine, I assume. This is probably some kind of line. I mean, there's lines for everything. Bishop c2 before b5 seems odd. That seems odd. Can I just go d5? Yeah, because I control this square now, no? This looks good. This looks good. Blob, I did specify. Whoa. Eh? Am I not just winning a pawn? Maybe. Maybe. I think I am. I don't think taking like this works because of knight takes here. I think that's what my opponent expected. But if I do it like this, it should be good. Should be good. Okay. Okay. I should be up a pawn, which is good. Very good. So, I know that I am not playing the Caro. I know that that is a very sad thing indeed. However, we've got to expand our horizons a bit, hey? Let's take back. I don't think I'm blundering anything. Take, rook e1. Queen h4. Rook e1, queen h4. Bishop takes, pawn takes. That looks fine. Will I play another game after this? We will see what time this game ends. We'll see. Okay, let's offer a trade. I'm happy to trade here. Happy to trade. Yep, I'm happy for more trades. I'm expecting this. I think that's fine, though. If he takes here, I'll take back with a knight, of course. And the position should be pretty solid. Oh, did I just blunder that? Yeah, that was a little bit silly. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There we go. I was really dumb. All right. Let's buckle up. The game is not over. Let's go knight g5. That was really dumb. I don't know why I did that. I could have just gone like this. Although I suppose he wins the pawn anyway, so that's true. That's actually really annoying. Check, king h1. No. That's no good. I also can't do this because of this. I can't do this because of this. How's it going, Daniel Mertz? Here. God, that's horrible. C6. Oh, no, I can't do that. Or can I? Oh, no, I can actually. I don't think I have an option. I missed this f4 move. F4 is a very good move. Very annoying move. Yeah, I know I could have thrown in queen to b6, but I don't think it really helped me. Here. Take. That's fine. Whoa, I'm getting some mad deja vu. Too much chess. Too much chess. This looks horrific. Not gonna lie, this looks horrific. I'm not sure how I defend this one. Whoa, well that gives me this, no? Now I can kind of defend. Kind of. We'll see though, we'll see. But I think I can survive. Okay. Yeah, I'm surviving. Just. Also useful this knight isn't developed yet. Check. Could go b5. I like the move b5. Where does the queen... Maybe the queen rotates. Oh, that's actually... It's really annoying. But then I can do this. Okay, gives me the knight. I think I take. I think. This is really risky, to be honest. Here. Here takes. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh my god. What have I done? I missed that. Oh yeah, I'm completely lost. I'm completely lost. This isn't it. Oh, for Christ's sake. That's game over. Oh, GG. GG. Why did I do that? That was really dumb. That was a good game. I don't think I was surviving. Yeah, after takes. I should have gone for this. I was concerned about this. Because this is losing. Apparently I just have to let it happen, which is like, ugh. Okay, we're going to end the stream with a very tough opponent. I was happy with how the opening went, though. The opening was really good. But yeah, I got distracted, let it slip a bit, but okay. Alright, how are we going to do this? We're going to take, and we're going to go for this. Okay, Queen E2. Very annoying. However, this is a line. This is a line for black that's pretty good. I actually made a video on it. I think it was like a line all Caro-Kann players must know, something like that. And yeah, this is a very crucial line to know. And then I go Queen E6. That's the idea. I force a queen trade. That's the whole point of the line. Then we fianchetto the bishop. I assume my opponent's out of theory here. But to be fair, most people go knight to d7 against the setup that white's playing. So, whoa, wait. Can I not just do that? I think I can. I think he's missed that. Because, I mean, he didn't want to take me because I'll develop my bishop, right? I didn't want to take him because he'll develop his bishop. So we were just in a bit of a standoff. But I'm not obliged to take, obviously. Okay, he offers me a trade, which I will accept. Okay, that's a good opening, isn't it? Good opening. Okay, now let's just play some normal chess. And try and beat a 2300, which would be pretty cool. Blub, I did not know you were a 2300 player, by the way. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's a sophisticated move, giving up this to ruin my structure. I don't really want to allow that. Here, c4. No, that's no good. Let's go to f5. I'll claim this knight's offside. Which it kind of is, because it's, you know, not defending this pawn properly. I suppose. I don't want to go back to d7, because that's where my knight wants to go. I need to figure out how to develop my pieces. And, yeah. Then we will be up a pawn. Still. Let's castle. Defend f7. I don't want to do it with e6. Not yet, anyway. That's a good move. Here, f4. No. Oh. Stop playing good moves. Stop it. What's my favourite sport? Football. Football's my favourite sport. My best sport is probably kickboxing. It's probably the one I'm best at. But my favourite is football. Okay. Well, it's no surprise that my opponent is creating counterplay, considering his rating. He is an incredibly good player, obviously. So yeah. Wait, what? User doesn't exist. Are you guys seeing that? User doesn't exist. I've never seen that. What does that mean? That's a bit strange. Who do I support? Wolves. I support Wolves. No, not American football, proper football. Don't want to hear it. Proper football. And yes, I support Wolves, who are not having a very good season. We haven't been having a very good few seasons. It's been rough. But, obviously, I'm a Wolves fan, so I remain a Wolves fan. Yeah, it is a tough season. It really is. Does getting hit in the head decrease cognitive skills? Maybe, mate. Maybe. That's the theory, anyway. Let's do this. I think I have to deliver a check. I should probably do this. What about basketball? I kind of like basketball. I'm 6'1", so like I'm kind of on the shorter end for basketball players. I'm not bad at it, but I think I'm so used to being a very physically aggressive person when it comes to sport that basketball confuses me because I don't understand how some things are fouls and some things aren't. I don't get it. So, yeah. That's my issue with basketball. Other than that, it's a good sport, but it frustrates me that I'm not able to be physical with it. At least as physical as I would want to be. Okay. Maybe I am built for American football, but it seems like kind of a... I might get hate for this, but it seems like a lame sport. I'm here in America, it's the same thing. The foul seems subjective. Okay, well, it's not just me then. It's not just me. Because like whenever I play with my brothers, they always have a go at me. And I'm like, bro, I have no idea what's going on. I'm not trying to foul you. Okay, yeah, you do exist again now. That was really strange. Okay, well, we're up a pawn. Still, we have maintained our pawn advantage. Now can we push? That's the question. That's the question. I want to trade on my terms. You play college basketball, always hat spin with fouls. Yeah, okay then. Makes sense. I'm trying to cut off any counterplay for my opponent, basically. I don't want to give him anything. And I want to trade on my terms. But he's playing well, as expected. Okay, that's a move. Let's do this. Maybe I should have started with g5. Okay, let's not blunder anything. Oh, I proceeded to blunder. Or maybe I can try and save it. Oh my god! Look at this combination! Look at this combination! That is so fluky, it's unbelievable. That is so unbelievably fluky. But how cool was that? Yeah, that's a free bishop. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. That's unreal. I still need to convert this, though. I still need to not blunder anything stupid, which I probably will do. Yeah, okay, there we go. What am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. Now let's do this. That should be game. GG. GG. Whew. Blob, that was a very intense game. A very, very intense game. And I'm sorry, but I've got to go. I might be a little bit late to my kickboxing. Okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Beating a 23-ish hundred is definitely a good way to end it, although a little bit fluky, but hey, it is what it is. That's Blitz chess for you. That's about it. I'll stream again at some point soon. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more. Will I see